light flurries. Look at the Battlefords really getting hit along with Saskatoon. Again, much the same in the southern area. We are seeing a bit of moisture come down. As you can see, it's kind of working its way. Regina, Moose Jaw areas expecting to see more flurries tonight. So again, that is on the way down. Let's take a look at your map to find out what's happening in the next few days or so. We do see that weak frontal system right along the border here. So that's all the cloud cover. We do see that frontal system pushing back. So we'll get a bit of flurries right now. That system's pushing back. That opens things up for this Arctic cold air. So that'll sweep down throughout the province. And then this low pressure system here, that's what will give us the flurries the next couple of days. So Wednesday starting in the evening, Thursday, Friday, we are expecting flurries. That's just because of this system pushing up some cloud cover and some moisture. So if we can keep the clouds around, the temperatures will stay a little bit warmer. It'll keep that air out. But other than that, we are expecting some below average temperatures for the next couple of days. The warm up, that comes next week. So we'll have to wait for that one. Let's take a look at temperatures across the country right now. As you can see, Victoria in at 13 degrees, Vancouver 11, Edmonton up at 3 degrees, some cloud cover, also cloud cover in Calgary with 0. A little bit cooler as we head over to Winnipeg, -10, Thunder Bay sitting at -4. A lot nicer temperatures as we work our way east. Some flurries in Halifax, St. John's with cloud cover and 0. Let's take a look at that almanac right now. Last night's low was -16. We're expected to see that low again tonight. We did reach a high of -3. That was above our predicted -6, so that was good news. Unfortunately, we're still well below temperatures that we should see this time of year, which are -1 and -11. The sun will set tomorrow night at 7:05. The sun will rise tomorrow morning at 7:11. Temperatures across the province, let's take a look. -16 in Coronach, -11 in La Ronge, North Battleford sitting at -2, and Wynyard -7 this hour. Around the region we go, starting off with Prince Albert. Some light flurries for this evening. Tomorrow, things will clear out. By the afternoon, we should see sunshine and a high of -11. A fairly strong north wind by that time. So again, keeping things fairly cool. Saskatoon an area -16 with light flurries. Tomorrow, things will clear out. Expecting that clear out by noon. Tomorrow, a high of -10 is expected. So for current and Maple Creek, a little bit warmer, but still some flurries in the overnight period. -12 overnight tomorrow, -4 with a mix of sun and cloud by the afternoon hours. At Savannah and Weyburn, some snowfall for tonight. Probably up to 2 centimeters is possible for this area as well as the Regina area. -11 overnight. Tomorrow clearing and -8 for a high. Over to the Yorkton and Melville region, we are expecting flurries as well. -18 overnight tomorrow. We'll bump back up to -10. A mix of sun and cloud with a southwest wind at 20. Now finally for the Regina and Moose Jaw area, this is the wind chill we were talking about. Some light flurries, -16. It'll feel more like -25 overnight. Again, that north wind switch things up, bringing some very cool air in. Tomorrow, a mix of sun and cloud by the afternoon. The flurries should end sometime in the morning. By noon, a mix of sun and cloud, -10. And again, that wind chill really making it feel quite a bit cooler than that -10 that's expected. Let's take a look at your 3-day forecast brought to you by Murray GM and Moose Jaw, your fastest growing General Motors dealership in the province. Let's take a look. Wednesday, a mix of sun and cloud, -12. But look at Thursday and Friday. We are expecting that snow to return. A little bit better temperature-wise. -6 for Thursday, -8 for Friday for a high. Again, we're not expecting that warm-up until next week, so we'll have to deal with a little bit cooler temperatures and some snowfall to end off the week. Let's take a look at current conditions. It's 0 in Moose Jaw. Some light flurries on and off throughout the day there. Swift Current, also some flurries in -3, -7 in Yorkton with cloud cover. And in Regina, a few clouds, -4 currently. A south wind at 11, humidity sitting at 79%. One more time, here's a look through your Nexus Skycam.
I wanted a new rule.
What's that?
That we show the sunset on the Skycam every night until somebody said there isn't a sunset tonight. Then we're all in serious trouble.
Well, there is a sunset. We're just not seeing it. Truth be known.
Yeah. Needlessly alarming the masses. The sun is not setting.
Are you making up your own rules as you go along?
I tend to do that. So
we'll work on that.
Warmer next week.
Yeah,
and
it's not so bad.
It's not so bad, no. We're just a touch below the normals for this time of the year, aren't we?
Yeah, we're just below, just below. I mean, the normal high is -1. We were -3 today. Really not that big of a difference. That wind really making things a lot cooler. And you know what? It's not storming.
That's right.
The roads aren't
Just
that
wait.
icy. It's okay.
Just wait. We'll get it.
March will go out like a lion because it came in like a poodle. Anyway.
Like a poodle.
Anyway, I digress.
Okay.
All righty then. Now for our special series in celebration of Saskatchewan's centennial. Tonight in 100 Years, 100 Stories, we take a trip down memory lane to feature a pioneer in agriculture.
100 Years, 100 Stories, brought to you in part by Kentucky Fried Chicken. There's more in the bucket. The soil is ours to make or mar, and we should aim to leave it in as good or better condition than when it came under our hands. Seager Wheeler lived by this motto. Self-taught in the methods of dry land farming, he would revolutionize the science of agriculture. He put into practice his principles of hard work and respect of the land, and guided by a natural gift for farming, he would win several awards for his own strains of wheat. He soon became known as the Wheat Wizard and was sought after as an educator in agricultural science. Seager Wheeler showed the world that hard work and ingenuity are the backbone of the Saskatchewan farmer.
Still to come.
The Pats are out of the playoffs. That's coming up in TSN Sports.
From the fastest and strongest to the most capable and most powerful Dodge Ram trucks. Matched by none, envied by all.
Come on, man, floor it! Hit it!
It's a tough world out there. How tough? Tough weeds and tougher conditions. A world made for Roundup WeatherMax with Transorb 2 technology. How tough is it? This tough. Roundup WeatherMax penetrates the leaf fast within minutes. Side-by-side comparisons demonstrated superior results compared to the leading imitator. Tougher on tough weeds in tough conditions. We guarantee it. Choose Roundup WeatherMax, the only herbicide that backs you up with a Roundup WeatherMax warranty.
It's spring clean fresh. Yeah. When you're looking this good, you strut your stuff.
Hey, I was clean too. What's he got that I don't?
You're kidding, right?
Come on down and check us out today. Casino Regina. Oh, baby.
I love you so dearly, I love you so clearly. I'll wake you up in the morning so early just to tell you I got the wandering blues. I got the wandering blues, and I'm gonna quit these rambling ways one of these days soon. The little last bird sing the prettiest songs. The little last bird sing the prettiest songs.
Are the brake pads and shoes really guaranteed for as long as I own my car?
Yes.
What if I need additional work?
We'll explain it all before we do anything.
In a written estimate?
Yes.
Could you read that last answer back for me, please?
Yes.
See your neighborhood Midas for lifetime guaranteed brake pads or shoes for only $99. This price includes installation, brake inspection, road test, and more. For mechanics known for their work and their word.
Trust the Midas touch.
Well, the legendary Don Hewitt is here for sports.
I won't argue that anymore. Carry on.
Just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Well, the Pats are just about done for the season. In fact, they're just playing a couple of games for the sheer fun of playing. Yep. But we do have world champions.
And that's a big thing.
It is.
I think it's huge.
Wonderful.
World champions in curling. Not too bad at all. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, Manny and Tara. The world champion, Kyle George Rink, is arriving home at Regina Airport this evening. Last time I checked on the old Regina Airport website, it was 11:10 on Air Canada. The George Rink, who curl out of the Cali, won the World Junior Curling title, of course, for Canada yesterday in Italy with a 6-5 win over Sweden. Now, Chris Hodges will be live at the airport and will bring you the homecoming celebration tonight at 11:30. 30. Well, meanwhile, of course, last night in Edmonton, the final at Tim Hortons Brier, Alberta's Dave Netawin drew the 4-foot with the game's final stone to give the home province a 5 for a win over Nova Scotia. It was the 4th Brier title for Randy Furby's Edmonton rink in 5 years, and of course, nice timing because the Worlds are set for Victoria next month. Well, to football, and earlier this afternoon, the Riders announced the signing of Canadian free agent receiver Ibrahim Tankura, a 1-year deal plus option. Now, the 5-year CFL veteran spent last season in Hamilton, and earlier in his career played for the Stamps. Now, Tankura's older brother played for the Riders 5 years ago. A little insurance on the Canadian receivers front in case Corey Grant doesn't show up. The Edmonton Eskimos have signed free agent quarterback Kahari Jones, the CFL's outstanding player in 2001, split last season between Winnipeg and Calgary. In 04, Jones threw for more than 2,700 yards, 12 touchdowns, and 10 picks. Well, as we were talking earlier, the Regina Pats facing elimination from the postseason under the orange top last night. They had to beat Medicine Hat or start polishing the golf clubs. First period, Tigers on the power play. Cam Barker, the first on a great night for him. Top shelf, glove side, it's 1-0. Tigers can score when a man down as well. Saskatchewan's own Stefan Meyer, short-handed. He makes no mistake and dents Twine. It's 2-0 at the first break. To the second frame, the visitors now up 3-0. Cam Barker draw it up on the chalkboard, scores a carbon copy of his first goal. It's 4-0. The Pats get one back. John Bubnick beats Matt Keatley here, and well, at least the Pats got one goal. Another great effort from Pats captain Rick Rippon. Where would this team have been without him? Tries to stuff it in on the wraparound, won't go. It's 4-1 after 2. Rick Rippon, well, he deserves a hero star. Third period, and well, it's more of the same. Cam Barker gets on the old hat. Tries a new hat on for the hat trick, and it's 5-1, 6-1 when the hat scores a pretty one. Cross-crease pass for Tommy Maxwell, just like the big leagues. Curtis Hunt did a good job just keeping his sanity this season, just didn't have the horses, and the Tigers had another convincing 8-1 win over Regina, the final nail in the Pats' coffin. They are officially eliminated from the playoffs. That means Moose Jaw plays Brandon in the first round. And
I look at our first period here tonight. We had opportunities, again, a crossbar, and we make mistakes, and it's in our net. And that maybe typified our season. So close yet so far away, always. And the danger of getting comfortable being close, but certainly wasn't close here tonight.
I don't know, a lot of guys went tonight and were going hard, but a lot of guys didn't, and maybe it's a good thing we didn't go in playoffs, because I think some of our guys would be in serious trouble if we went out to playoffs. But
like I said before, just frustrating. You know, it's 2 games left, nothing games really. I don't know. It's pretty tough.
And you feel sorry for those 2 players in particular. So the Warriors have announced playoff dates versus the Wheat Kings in their WHL East quarterfinal series. The best of 7 begins Friday, March 25th in Brandon. Game 2 is slated for Winnipeg 2 days later. The series then shifting to Moose Jaw on March 30th, April 1st and 2nd. The Warriors will play 3 home games in a row in this series because the Royal Winter Fair, as usual, is knocking the Wheaties out of the Keystone Center. The Tribe will be huge underdogs going in, so they can pretty much relax and go for broke. Well, Game 2 on 3 fronts in the SJ last night, including the Yorkton Terriers, overtime winners in Game 1. Looking for more in Wilcox against the Hounds. We're scoreless in the second period when we hope we will see Jason Wagar, there we go, gets a chance from in close, up over the crossbar, and into the end blues, as Foster Hewitt used to say. He'd get another chance later in the frame, picks up the rebound, beats Chance Genie across the crease, and it's 1-0 Terriers. To the third, and the Hounds can't clear the zone. Good job coming up here by Yorkton to keep the puck in, eventually down low and across to Wagar. Doesn't get a very good shot off, but it's enough to get across the line. The second of the night, it's 2-0. Then one more from the visitors, as the Yorkton fans love it. Chris Korchinski digs the puck out of the corner, sticks it right over Genie's shoulder with a nice little shot. Kevin Juddock perfect on 32 Hound shots. Terriers 3-0 win, up 2-0 in the series. Estevan wins last night 3-0. They're dominating Humboldt. They're up 2-0 now in that series. And Darren Delaney, the overtime hero for the North Stars, they lead their best of 7 as well, 2-0. Well, Game 2 of the SSJHL final. Clint Holiday, Frankie Dix, and Sean Baum with 2 goals apiece. That series is tied at 1 apiece. Game 3 goes Tuesday in Pilot Butte between the Storms and Fort Knox. And 2 in midget AAA ranks as the Hounds take a 2-0 stranglehold over the Warriors, and the Contacts in the All-Saskatoon affair over the Blazers. The final there was 5-3. At the University Women's Hockey Championships last night, this is a shocker, so I had to show it. The Alberta Pandas put their 110-game unbeaten streak on the line. That's right, 110 against the Wilfrid Laurier Golden Hawks. Well, it was 2-0 Laurier when they add to it. Off the draw, puck back to rookie defenseman Jessica Judges. Her soft wrister past Andrea Thomas. Laurier stunning Alberta. They're out front 3-0. The Pandas would get one back. But you know what? It didn't really matter. Why even bother with the script? It's the first time that Alberta has lost since losing in the Canada West final to Regina way back in 2001. So the Laurier Hawks stun Alberta and win the CIS women's title. So in sports, that's the fun of it. It's always unpredictable. That's it. Did I say that right? Not really. That's it for sports. Stand by. More news coming up right after the break.
Sports is brought to you by Regina's Rock Station, 104.9 The Wolf.
The HP Blade System server powered by Intel Xeon processors. Consolidation made easy.
Does your glyphosate deliver better absorption, translocation, and an advanced delivery system? If not, then move up to Touchdown IQ. Touchdown IQ's unique adjuvant drives deep to the root of the problem. Choose the premium glyphosate that goes the distance. Touchdown IQ delivers.
From the fastest and strongest to the most capable and most powerful Dodge Ram trucks. Matched by none, envied by all.
Come on, man, floor it!
It's tax time. Can I file on the internet? Paying online would be so easy. Then again, if I'm due for a refund, I'd like to know when.
Don't let tax questions preoccupy you. Visit the Canada Revenue Agency site at cra.gc.ca. Point, click, it's that quick. Find all the answers to your questions. A message from the Government of Canada.
The MySask.com Centennial Calendar, celebrating the anniversaries of our communities. The Centennial Calendar is brought to you by MySask.com. Saskatchewan news, weather, local events, and more, all at MySask.com.
Saskatchewan now has its first organ transplant center.
It's based in Saskatoon, and it will coordinate all patients needing transplant surgery.
As Hillary Peterson reports, the $3 million facility will mean better and faster patient care.
The Center of Excellence in Nephrology deals with all kidney diseases and treatments. Having the whole Saskatchewan transplant program at St. Paul's Hospital will enhance services.
The Saskatchewan Transplant Program will strengthen the services and treatments that St. Paul's is able to offer patients and families, and will play a significant role in improving the lives of the people of our province.
Kidney transplants are the only major organ transplants done in Saskatchewan. All other major organ transplants are coordinated by the Saskatchewan Transplant Program and done out of province. In 2004, 32 kidney transplants were performed at St. Paul's Hospital.
The care and service delivered by the transplant program is important to so many individuals and families in Saskatchewan, and will become more so as the incidence of kidney disease, unfortunately, continues to rise.
A fundraising campaign for the Centre of Excellence in Nephrology raised over $2.8 million. It was launched in 2002 with a $500,000 donation from the Kinsman Telemiracle Foundation. Phase 1 of the Centre of Excellence is now complete.
Phase 1 includes equipment for surgery, anesthesia, and laboratory. It also includes the renovation of and equipment of the 6th floor observation unit and those renovated offices for the Saskatchewan Transplant Program.
The Community Dialysis Centre, scheduled to open in 2006, will be Phase 2. Planning is underway for Phase 3, which will see development for research, renal outpatients, and academic and teaching programs. Hillary Peterson, CTV News, Saskatoon.
A Regina computer store was the target of a smash and grab last month. The thief took out a front window and then took off with several computers. The break-in is the focus of this week's Crime Stoppers. The break-in happened at a used computer store in Regina's Warehouse District on Monday, February 21st. The company is called Renewed Technology. It is located at 1019 Osler Street. The thief smashed the front window of the computer store at around 6:30 in the evening. Then it was a mad dash for what he could grab. The break-in was recorded on the store's security camera. From the time the window was smashed until the thief left, only 30 seconds had elapsed. He made the most of the short time, grabbing high-end laptop computers. He got away with 3 of them. The suspect was wearing a blue hooded jacket, a blue toque, brown leather gloves, and brown pants. A witness told police that he saw a blue Dodge Caravan slowly drive past the business twice just before the break-in, but police are not sure if it is connected to the theft.
I'm Constable Hodgins of the Regina Police Service. Crime Stoppers will pay up to $2,000 for information related to this or any other serious crime in Regina. Calls are not traced or recorded, and callers remain anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 545-TIPS. That's 545-8477. And remember, your information can be valuable to both of us.
Good evening. Suncor Energy has applied to regulators to build its 3rd plant to separate oil from the tar sands of Alberta. Of the $10 billion to be spent, 2/3 of that will be making the equipment to make it happen. Once the Voyager project is up and running in about 2010, Suncor is expected to pull 500,000 barrels a day out of the muck. Shares of Research in Motion climbed 10% today. Bay Street pleased with its plan to include Yahoo and AOL Instant Messenger programs with future BlackBerry email pagers. The biggest player in the online chat market, Microsoft, may also get involved. The world's biggest tobacco company is looking to Indonesia for growth. Philip Morris is buying 40% of that country's #3 cigarette maker. It's paying $5.2 billion US to get access to more than 130 million smokers in that country. Now on the markets, the RIM news helped the TSX climb 24 points. The Dow rose 30. The NASDAQ gained 6. And the S&P 500 climbed 9. The U.S. dollar strength pushed gold down $5.20 an ounce. But oil rose 52 cents to $54.95 a barrel. The loonie slipped 6/100ths of a cent to 82.89 U.S. And here are the Canadian dollar exchange rates for the euro, the pound, and the yen. That's the latest from Report on Business Television. I'm Michael Hainsworth.
I love this new F-150. This is a Super Crew XLT 4x4 loaded. And that's the price? Power equipment, CD player, keyless entry. Let's go for a drive. All right, but I get to pick the music. You always pick the music. Well, there's a reason for that. You don't like polka?
It's the Goals for Education Lottery, brought to you by the Moose Jaw Warriors and the Swift Current Broncos. With over $150,000 to be won in cash and prizes, you have a 1 in 80 chance of winning. Purchase your ticket now and qualify for the early bird draw Friday, March 18th. Early bird participants are eligible for the grand prize to be drawn on May 2nd, 2005. All proceeds go to the Broncos and Warriors Player Education Funds. Call 1-888-640-GOAL to score your ticket and secure the future of Western Hockey League players. Lottery number L040487.
We're renovating, so I went to saskexperts.ca and asked, how do I choose a paint color for my living room?
Thank you for your question. You need to consider what is happening in adjacent areas before choosing a paint color. Take a look at your flooring, existing furniture and accessories, and your existing window treatments. Choose a color that will bring all elements of your living room together into one central theme.
For more free answers from Alford's, be sure to log on to saskexperts.ca.
That was the worst day ever. I need some comfort food.
You think Special K cereal is comfort food?
Hello, it's new Special K vanilla almond.
Exactly.
Smell that.
Vanilla.
Look, honey roasted almonds. It's like dessert.
It's actually low in fat and 110 calories per bowl.
But it tastes so good.
Sorry.
Stay on track with new Special K vanilla almond cereal. A tasty way to keep it simple.
Wake up! Regina's new and brighter morning show is on 92.1 FM. A great way to start your day. Greg Morgan and Lisa Green. Always in touch, always fun.
92 FM.
Tonight, we have a story that researchers claim presents what some may find surprising proof that attractive children get more attention, even from their own parents, than their less handsome brothers or beautiful sisters. Later on CTV News.
Well, there's a new buzz over beer in Canada. Canada's big brewers are kicking it up a notch by combining caffeine with alcohol. Labatt's calls its new brand Shock. And not to be outdone, Molson is also launching a caffeine beer. The name says it all, Kick. High in alcohol plus caffeine, the Center for Addiction is concerned it will keep drinkers wired and drinking more.
No longer passing out after the 12 beers.
No, just keep on going. Holy.
Apparently.
They misspelled shock on that, too.
Oh, boy.
Well, but if I guess
Kick's
if you have
K-I-K.
if you have enough, I guess you won't notice, I suppose. Don Hewitt, what's coming up in sports?
And what is coming up in sports? Well, we're going to go to the airport at 11:30.
Yes.
Chris Hodges, hopefully, we're going to have the world champs at the Kyle George Rink live from Regina International Airport.
Yes. Lovely.
And taking a look at your weather forecast, we are seeing some flurries for the evening, and it looks like we'll see lots of snow on the way for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So some cooler temperatures all on the way. Let's take a look at your temperatures in the overnight hours. During the night, we should see an overnight low of -16, -15 for 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. We're on our way to a high of only -10 with a wind chill feeling more like -25.
Okay.
Don Hewitt's finally wired.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to have to write myself up. I usually write up other
No, Mike,
Gets you in trouble tonight.
I'll type a memo.
Okay, a Missouri woman has celebrated her 115th birthday.
100.
Katie Brooks has got the people at Guinness scurrying to see if she does in fact hold the record. Katie is an only child. She was born on a plantation in Egypt, Mississippi. She's had 14 kids herself, and they're all seniors now, by the by. And they joined her for a big birthday party over the weekend. She visits a doctor once a month, and she has only a few vices. She loves candy, she chews tobacco, but she does not drink beer.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
She looks good.
Well, she's missing the front teeth. That's from the chewing the candy and the
tobacco.
I guess.